live on September 29th. And I think first I probably ought to read the statement with you people. I have an opening statement I have to read. Qualifications of the members of the commission, the staff of the commission, and any consultants used are on file with the town and are hereby made part of each and every application heard tonight. Guidelines and procedures adopted by the commission are also made part of each and every application. Each application heard tonight is considered on its own merits and is not to be considered as establishing a precedent for any other application. Historic District Design Guidelines have been adopted by the town of Sykesville in accordance with Article 6B, 8.06A, the Maryland Code. Follow the recommendations of the United States Secretary of the Interior. Sykesville Historic District Commission follows Robert's Rules of Order, with the exception that the chairperson votes. I got through that. All right. Okay, the first order of business are two sets of minutes. The first is July 27th, 2021. Any comments, corrections from anybody? I had none, so I'll move that we accept the minutes from July 27th, 2021. We have a second?
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Raise your hands.
Aye.
Okay. The second set of minutes is for August 16th, 2021. Any corrections? Okay, I'll move that we accept the minutes for August 16th, 2021. Second. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thanks. All right, regular agenda. We're going back to Patrick and Patricia Neubauer about the application 2021-10 for the awning at 7302 Conley Avenue. Carrie, I guess, are you able to put up the documents and I take a look and see?
We have a bunch. What would you like up?
Oh, well,
The rendering would probably be good, showing the extra.
yeah, that's what we really needed to see, was the rendering where it showed the awning and on the townhouse.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's what I did notice is the two townhouse units on that stick are recessed from the two end units, which I think makes a difference. Plus the wood siding, the others are brick, and I don't know. That may make a big difference on the view from the side. You know, I think you had that question, Chad. We wanted to see a projection from the side. And I think it's got to be obscured. So it might be a moot point for that part of it, which is good. I'll make a comment too that I had driven by on the historic side across that swamp and the trees and looked through at it. It's almost 80% obscured from that side of Warfield, but if you're driving on Conley, it wouldn't be obscured. So I don't know if that makes a difference to anyone. You have any comments on that one, Chad? I know you had.
No, I mean, I think the only comment I have, and this is maybe a Carrie question that she can answer, or maybe you can answer, is like, moving forward, are we setting a precedent on this, or would this be a one-time approval for this unit, and then everybody else would have to come back to get approval based off of the canopy situation per unit?
I think it's per unit because the commission, the opening statement I read, it says we don't set a precedent on any of our decisions.
Yeah.
Although
So
Warfield may be a little different, maybe an exception. I think I would make an exception for Warfield, but we could, if we want to go with it, we could. I'm a little leery about putting it on end units to protrude like the brick. I don't know how that would, if that would make a difference in terms of what the facade looks like. On the interior two units that are recessed, I don't see much of an issue. Personally.
yeah, I mean, for this unit that we're talking about, for this unit, I think it's fine. But moving forward, we'd have to, obviously look at it per unit and see what we're looking at.
Yeah, I think we ought to just specify that in any approval, so we don't get called on it. So any other, did we get any other new materials? I'm trying to remember. I think there was another closer, just a drawing.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, that doesn't really make much of an impact from the side when it's folded in.
And the housing color is going to match the facade color, right, of the canopy? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's retractable. It's not gonna be out like that all the time, only when we're using it on weekends, evenings, maybe.
Sure.
Yeah, no, we were more concerned about when it's rolled up and what it looks like all the time. So,
So Carrie, there were pictures of that because there was a, what's the word I'm looking for? There was something to put over the whole canopy. We had sent that, I think, at one time.
okay. I'm not sure I understood that.
Well, remember we were talking about a covering when it was retracted?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah,
There
yeah,
was a cover that would go over it. There is a cover that will go over it.
that's right, okay. Yeah, I think the whole issue is whether, okay, is that bar with a cover or no cover, even, is that gonna have much of an impact on the facade and detract from it? I don't think that it does.
Mhm. I mean, no more than an umbrella canopy on a porch patio set is going to detract. So
Yeah, I think this is a lot more attractive, to tell you the truth, so, okay. All right, do we need more discussion then, or everybody satisfied with it? Just have to make sure we get the wording right for the precedents. No other discussion? I mean, ready to make a motion? Does someone want to do it? You want me to do it?
I mean, do you have the size of the canopy so we can include that in the motion?
Yeah, oh, the canopy itself,
Mm-hmm.
it was given to us. I think it's 12 by 10.
Yes.
Is that
Yeah,
correct? Okay. All right. I'll make the motion. I make a motion to approve the canopy on, what's the address again?
7302 Conley Alley.
Okay. On the back of 7320 Conley Ave.
02.
Okay. And then based off of the size and description added into the 12 by 10 is what you said? Okay.
Yes.
And
Yes.
what is the height off of the finished deck?
We didn't measure that.
Okay. Well, just based off the rendering location in the provided rendering. And then color match to be identified within the what color did they select? Was it a taupe? Taupe or sandstone,
Well,
whatever
the
color.
canopy itself was a gray, but because it matched the decking and everything, but the cover will be the taupe to match when it's retracted again.
Okay.
Okay, just add that it does, we feel that it complies with the guidelines set forth in the Warfield new construction guidelines. Okay, any other discussion on that one before we? Okay. All right. Okay, made the motion. Then all in favor? Do we have a second? First, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right. You've got-
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
sorry for the delay, but it's just.
No,
It's all good. We appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you.
Enjoy.
Bye-bye.
Okay, All right, the second then is we have Ms. Gallagher representing Lennar Homes. And which, okay, so you wanted, or Lennar wants to, you said the manufacturer of the shingles that you were using due to the pandemic and whatever has discontinued manufacturing.
Correct.
And you wanted to do a replacement. And I remember discussing the door last time, but maybe we did. But
I added it for this one.
Oh, okay. All right, good. My memory hasn't
Hopefully I
failed me
won't be
yet. I'm
adding
waiting
any
for
more.
it. All right, thanks. Okay, so I guess, Carrie, I guess we have a submission of the shingle selections.
So it's basically the same color, same shingle. It's just manufactured. It's still in the GAF program, just a different series. So it's certaintied product.
Okay. And it was the architectural shingles that,
Mm-hmm. Same,
Okay.
same, yeah. Mm-hmm.
and okay. So that color, do you have the, I guess we have that, I don't know, it's not listed here, what, you have to go to the online site, but you know, they have the firm's color designation for that?
Oh, the replacement?
Yeah.
It would be certainty, the new color, it's pewter.
Pewter.
Pewter,
And what
yeah.
was the original color?
I believe
It's
that
really
one-
close.
It's, I have my notes up here. Let's see. Actually, it's the same. It was just the HD pewter shingles through GAF. And this one is the certainties pewter through Landmark.
Okay.
I guess the manufacturer decided not to make the high definition pewter. It's not very, due to the pandemic, and I guess they're focusing on more of the charcoal in a different color.
Okay. All right. Do we have any discussion on the shingle selection? We'll come back
And
to
you're
the
basically the
gal
same size and dimensions, correct?
in terms of the size of the shingles for the.
Yeah. So the profile and overlap is the same?
Yes, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't see an issue with that. Color looks almost identical match unless
Yeah.
we saw it in person.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Yeah, the color, if you look on the website, it definitely looks the same. That picture on the bottom, it's a little, I think because of the black, makes it look a little different on there, but.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very.
Now, one question I have is that you're not going to start one of the townhouses with the timberline and then finish the other, right? You're going to start a whole block with the new.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay,
that's why we brought it up as well, because there is going to be another block starting that it would be perfect for us to put those in that section.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good. I thought that too. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Any other comments, discussion, objections, or I'm thinking that we could maybe break this into two parts. Make an approval for the shingles and then go back and do the door.
That's fine.
All right. Well, I move we accept the new shingle selection of Certainty Architectural pewter purchased through Landmark for the new townhomes, and with that stipulation that any new blocks will use exclusively that one style of shingle. Anyone have any additions to that? Or-
Nope. I'll second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, all right, so the shingles are approved.
Thank
So
you.
can you put the doors up then next, Carrie?
So for the doors, it's the exact same series, profile, manufacturer. It's just that they stopped making the textured. We have the smooth that is up on the screen. And quite honestly, you're never going to tell the difference between the textured and the smooth because they're painted. So it's going to be really hard to notice unless you're like up there with the microscope kind of looking at the texture of the door, because we paint them, obviously.
What door location is this? Is this front door? Is this porch?
Front door.
Front
Mhm.
door? And then you have a glass front door that covers that as well, don't you? Screen door?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay, that's a resident option then if they want to put that on.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we don't do that.
Okay. So instead of embossed wood grain, it has a smooth finish.
Correct.
Mhm.
It's really the texture.
Yeah, Norm, I don't see any issue with this either. I mean, it's
Yeah,
just, it's a new one.
Are the paint options the same, I guess?
Oh yeah, they're the
I've got
same.
the
Yep.
colors.
Yeah.
Colors are the same.
Same thing. Yeah.
Okay, who was
It's
the
Masonite.
manufacturer again? I just wondered.
Masonite manufactures these.
And
And it's the
it's a
Bellevue
Belleville?
series.
Belleville. And these have a glass panel in the center,
Yes.
and that hasn't changed?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Okay.
And it will still be the
Alright.
one panel at the bottom there, the square below it.
Okay. All right. Any other discussion from anyone? We go back to the gallery view then. Okay, there we go. So, all right, well, I'll make a motion that we approve the substitute door as it is made by the same manufacturer, Masonite Manufacturing, and it's the Belleville series. The only in the same color and it's painted. So the only difference is it won't be textured. It'll be smooth, and that difference won't be evident because both doors were painted, which would cover the textured portion.
Yeah, yeah.
And again, it complies with the previous approval we made for the Lennar townhome development Okay,
I second.
second. All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so
Thank
doors
you.
and the shingles are set.
Hopefully we don't have any other manufacturers delays.
Hope not.
Keep our fingers crossed.
Yeah, hopefully this will be the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All
Well,
right,
thanks
thank
again
you.
for coming. Okay.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you. Have a
night.
great night.
You too.
You too.
All right. Okay, so the third item was the freestanding sign at St. Joseph Church. And again, I'll make the notation that freestanding signs really aren't prescribed as being under our purview. There's no guidance in our guidelines for these signs. So basically, we're just going to take a look at it and just on the basis of aesthetics and what's in the town already, make a decision on that sign. So is the representative for the church here? I thought I saw.
This is Joe. I work for Shannonbaum Signs.
Oh, okay.
Tom, who actually works for the church, was unable to make the meeting.
Okay. Okay, so the sign, is that basically, looks like it's about the same dimensions and all that?
Pretty much. The only thing that we're doing is we're changing, as opposed to having a one single panel sign, where we basically broke it up into two panels with
Yeah.
a little bit of space between just to give it a different look.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone have any discussion, any comment about this? No, can you go back to the gallery view then, gallery? There we go. Okay, I don't have, I think it's quite an improvement myself, but
Yeah.
because the other sign was worn, this very attractive sign, so. I don't know if we actually need a motion, probably not. We'll just general state that the board is generally in approval
Mhm.
of the new sign.
All right. I thank you.
Yeah, thanks very much. Sorry if you had to wade through all this.
Oh, it's quite okay.
All
Anytime.
right.
So I thank you. Take care.
Okay, thank you, you too. Okay, the fourth agenda item then is dates for our historic district training. I guess Joe will discuss that.
Yeah, so again, we did finally hear back from the Maryland Association of Historic District Commission. They basically said any day after, I think it was October 14th in the evening would work. So we just want to try to get a consensus from the group of when we want to schedule that training and then get it all set up for everybody. Was the design review section that they offer, and they do say it's about a 2-hour course. So, obviously anytime we start at 7 o'clock, 2 hours puts us pretty late. But right now that's the option they gave us, unless there was.
We've been later.
Right. So again, if we at least get a date, and again, if it's not tonight, because I know there's at least 2 members missing, the sooner we get that and get that scheduled, the better.
Yeah, I maybe we could, I don't know, arbitrarily pick a date and throw it out to the other members. And this isn't something I don't think needs a public input on. So, so we could do that by email, just to confirm our date.
Yeah, I mean, as long as the 3 of you agree, we can push it out to the other members and at least
Yeah.
get the ball rolling on getting that scheduled.
All right. Yeah, closer to the 14th and is better for me. I don't want to get it too close to the end of the month, but personally.
So I'm away the week of the 11th through, I'll be in Mexico from 11th through the 15th. And then my anniversary is the week of the 26th, and I probably won't be available. So that what works best for me is the 18th through the 22nd. Those dates. And then Joe,
Okay.
one question: Does the trust offer AIA credits for this course? Just curious.
I
You
don't
don't
know. I
think-
didn't ask, but
I would
I
say
can.
yes.
Yeah, I can certainly find out, and
Is that-
it would feel like something they would offer credits for. So,
Yeah.
but I can confirm that for you.
Yeah, you gotta confirm it. I've been to the seminars, those 8-hour seminars, and they've given the accreditation for that. And this is the type of thing that they would present in one of those seminar groups. So yeah, I'm reasonably sure that you will get this accreditation for it, but we ought to just confirm it then.
Yeah, it goes towards my license. So
Yeah. All right, so I guess if you can, the 18th through the 22nd, it works for me. I don't know about Joe or Mike, and
As far as I know, it's okay with me.
yeah, as far as I know, it's same here.
And there are no meetings that week that we'll have to work around. So it's
Oh.
wide open for y'all.
Oh, good.
I mean, I generally say like a Tuesday evening would probably be best. Mondays, everybody's back to work. It's kind of hard to do something Monday evening. So like a Tuesday, Wednesday would be good.
How about we just say the 19th, and then we'll run with that unless somebody tells us to stop. How about that?
Sounds good.
Perfect.
All right, great. Okay. And it's gonna be design and planning for design and what was the title of that?
It's just design review.
Design review, yeah,
Yep.
good.
Good.
All right. Okay, and then I don't have anything else. And Anna's not here for staff liaison. I guess there hasn't been any inquiries from the developers for Warfield or nothing. They've been quiet. Okay. They haven't come to
Yeah.
planning or anything. I've been,
No, I mean, we did have a workshop where they presented a couple of updated financial and economic development studies there for what's going on site, basically showing that how difficult it is to renovate a historic structure and get commercial users in there. We are looking to schedule another follow-up kind of workshop with them, both with Planning Commission and Council.
Okay.
So that if they do want to change anything based on the studies that they proposed, what that would actually look like. And, clearly, whatever they present, if it's different from what the approved plan is still going to have to go through not just Planning Commission, but come back before the HDC and then
Right.
ultimately Council before they could actually change anything.
yeah. Which I just brought, yesterday, I'm part of, I subscribe to the Preservation Maryland group, and I get emails from them pretty frequently. I don't know if you guys do or not, and they've
Yeah.
sent a request to, in that $3.5 trillion Biden package, I guess the tax credits for historic development are included. And they wanted to, I sent the letter of requesting to our two senators to support that and try to keep that in. Preservation Maryland asked that we do that if you're interested to do that or not, just to let them know that, that it's in there. We don't want to trim it out because I know it's going to get trimmed down quite a bit. Suspect that something like that might not look important to some people and they might want to cut it and just put it on their radar to keep it because, I know that'll really affect things like Warfield.
Well, I know they did increase the historic tax credit program in the last legislative session, just the Maryland legislative session.
Maybe the state is okay then.
Yeah, but I mean, again, when I
Just
say they
federal.
increased it, I think it went from like 9 million to 15 million. So, I mean, again, it's a substantial increase, but overall for Maryland, it's still relatively small.
Right.
But I guess any increase is a good increase when it comes to preservation.
Yeah.
What about the Done Right Furniture Store? I saw people doing construction down there. Are they just gutting the building? Is that all they're doing?
The interior, yeah, that's pretty much all that's going on now.
Okay.
This is the single story structure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they have submitted for county building review on the 2-story structure that they want to make to like basically a 2.5-story structure.
Mhm.
But it hasn't finished that review yet or gotten site plan approval from the town as of yet. Once we get site plan approval, it actually come back before the historic district to finalize those plans. Because I know you guys saw it one time, but
Yeah.
you gave it a nod, but not official approval just yet.
What about Kevin's Catering, that building? That's been sitting there for a while. We did
Yeah.
approve of that.
It's still going through county review as well. They're the last. I think the outstanding thing there is there's some stormwater issues that they got to deal with in the back of that property before they can come forward. I'm a little surprised the building hasn't at least been raised, and just not started on construction yet. But I think they're probably just waiting to do it all at the same time, tear it down and then start rebuilding.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Anybody have anything else? Any violations? I guess Richard wasn't in here. I was going to ask him about that roof you were talking about, but
yeah, we'll have to send a letter to that house because when Carrie and I talked about it, I'm sure I didn't explain it well enough when I heard about it because I guess she was thinking it was the roof that just got approved.
No, across the street.
yeah, not on that side.
So yeah, we'll get a letter out and let them know that they've been in violation. And, even if the roof is already on there, even if it's compliant, they'll still have to come before the board to get retroactive approval.
Yeah. I don't think it's a big deal because it's 3-tab gray shingles, but he should have still came forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get a letter out.
Okay.
All right. Okay. If there's no other items, then I will make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
There's a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Meeting's closed.